What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This week we're going to break down Tesla's key levels to watch, and I am looking for possible calls this week, which is finally something I was waiting for. But I am looking for a retest of a support level that we're going to watch for on the daily time frame. But let's first break down the 1 hour time frame. Key levels to watch here on the 1 hour time frame. We're acting as resistance here around 330.69 over here on the right hand side, these levels here. And we've got 331.73. So we've got some resistance between 330 to 332 on the 1 hour time frame. Now this is a smaller time frame, so we will get some mixed signals. We will get more frequent signals as well, so we just want to keep that in mind. But this is not something that I'm too interested in just yet, because I do want to see the wider time frames retest a support level. So we'll break that down in just a minute. The 4 hour time frame, we have crossed above. We have given the signal. We are now retesting. This is the first time we're retesting that area, these 4 hour candles. So we are testing an area of support. We need to hold above that support on this time frame. That's 327.14 and 334. You can see 334 up here. So we have support 327 to 334. So something that we want to keep in mind. But right now, I do want to see a retest a little bit lower here on the daily time frame. So let's break that down. Daily time frame quick trend setting. We have the 322.40 acting as support, so that's down here. We have a semi-resistance, semi-support here around 331.95. The reason I say there's some resistance there is just because the price is now trending below that level. However, we are testing support. We got the signal, right? That was our candle that gave the signal. This is our retest of that zone, so very interesting. But the most interesting thing that I think that I've found here is on the daily time frame with the longer trend setting. We have a signal, which is the first signal that we've seen in about 65 to 70 days, which is pretty impressive. These are going to be less frequent for the signal, but a little bit more accurate when we get those signals. Right now, we are testing that area, so we did close above. We got the signal. We are now retesting that zone. So I'm watching on Monday, tomorrow's price action, for possible calls. I'd like to retest of the support area 327.56, and I have support from 306 to 327. So this is the area of support that I'm watching. What I'd love to see is a retest around the 327 or maybe under 327 for my entry. I would like to see a smaller time frame, maybe the 15-minute, 30-minute, or hour time frame, give me the signal, and then go ahead and enter into those calls. What I'll be looking for is a quick sell into 2%. So I'm looking for a 2% pop here, which would be on the underlying. So sitting around, we can say around 334 is where I may be taking some profit. And then from there, I'm taking profit 4% and 6%. 6% I'll exit the full position. So we could hold for a longer term type of trade, but for me, in accuracy and consistency, I want to hold for 2%, take profit, 4%, take more profit, and then 6% is the final trade for me. So that's going to be in the underlying. Of course, I'm trading options, so that will be calls, but we are testing a support level. I'd like to retest on Monday. And again, buying this on a Friday, you're going to deal with theta and time decay on the Saturday and Sunday. So buying this on a retest on Monday for me is just a smarter decision. Of course, we may not retest that zone, so I may be waiting a little bit longer, so we'll see what happens. But that's what I'm looking for, a retest of our support area on this daily time frame. You can see these are longer type of trends. They seem to hold up for a longer period of time. And for me, just looking for that quick pop, 2%, 4%, and 6% from the entry of the pullback. So that's on the daily time frame. Now, interesting enough, the weekly time frame is showing resistance. We have resistance over here just above 360.20. So that's okay, because most likely I'll be taking profit before we reach that resistance. If we come back down and I get in around 327 and we're looking for 2%, there's 2%. There's 4%, and here's 6%. So I'd be exiting my position before we even get to the top of this weekly candle. So that was last week's candle. So it's really interesting. We have resistance here. The resistance doesn't really, hold me out of it. If we had the resistance, if we have this as support, and I saw the reversal on the daily time frame, then I would be a little bit more aggressive with the size that I would take. But because we have a resistance on the weekly time frame and a support now on the daily time frame, I think I'll take a smaller size. But again, looking for that win, 2%, 4%, 6%. That's on the underlying of the stock itself. And of course, I'm looking for about roughly 30 to 50% on the first sellout for Tesla. So if we get 30, 40%, I'd be happy to start selling and taking profit. But guys, that is my breakdown of Tesla TSLA this week, looking at calls, and I will be going over all of my trades in chat. You can find that at bullishboblive.com. We've got our Discord community where I'll be going over the Tesla daily report each day right before market open. That way we know the levels to be watching for that day. But guys, thank you for your time. I hope you had a great weekend. Have a great week, and I'll see you in chat. Thanks, guys.
Remember, trading isn't about being perfect. It's about being prepared. If you're serious about improving and want to learn directly from our live sessions, visit bullishboblive.com. We're live Monday to Friday, walking through setups, strategies, and everything in between. Thanks again for watching. Stay focused, stay sharp, and keep growing.